Now this is the design that we're going to use in this project. I've printed one of these out, which is a small, medium size, the spectrum rainbow effect here. I'm only going to use one of these, so I've cut that out. This is going to be the front of the card, and what I've done here is all I've done is taken a nice piece of navy blue or black card there, as you can see, and then all I've done here is cut out the design, including the watermark rainbow behind, put that onto a piece of scrap card and then mounted it onto some white card, and that is going to stick on the front. Now I'm going to make a kind of a fan opener. You can either use it on the front of the card or inside the card. And to do that, what I've done, I've printed out all the different sizes of the designs that I need. Now I've chosen this one which fits this exactly, and what we're going to do is create a fan effect. But if you need to cut a lot of these out at one time, it can get a bit boring. So what I do is I take 2 or 3 or 4 of the designs, and if you printed them, you just stick them over the top of each other like that. Anyway, all I've done is put the glue, a bit of glue around the outside, stuck it down on top of each other, so when I cut it out, then I can put them all together, and you're cutting a lot out at the same time. And when you cut this one out, I've actually left a border around like I've done here. As you can see, you've got a white border all the way around it. So before I cut it out, I've stuck them together as I said, and I'm just going to roughly cut them first. And then if you cut this out, so you leave a nice white line around the edge, when you come to stick them together, they marry up much easier. And you can see there I'm leaving a white line around it. Now as you can see, I've cut these 2 out and I've creased them down the middle. I just folded them over and then used a boning tool or something flat to get a nice good crease. And now what I'm going to do is stick them back to back, just like that. So if you marry 2 up, and then you just put a little bit of glue on here, then you can take those 2, put them together and just stick them back to back. Then you can just have a little wiggle. Now because you've left a nice white border around, it's easier if you've got any that are a little bit overlapping, it doesn't show. So then the next one you do is fold that over there. You've got 2, and I'm just going to take another one, and then I've got a little bit of glue on here, and then I'm just going to put those 2 together like so, and they're just going to go back to back, and then you're building up that one you can stick down. You've got 2 little flaps coming up like that. Now I've got one here that I already started, and all I'm going to do now is stick those 2 together. So that's going to go like that, and a little bit of glue just down one side, and then those 2 can go together, and just take that and just make sure they're married up nicely together and press down. And then you've got the beginnings of this, what I call a kind of a flap. So there's the back of it, and you could actually stick those together and you've got a nice Christmas decoration, something like that, or a spiral spinning thing to go in the window. But I'm going to put this inside the card. If I wanted to, I could have put it on the outside of the card like this. Let me turn that around. That could go on there like so, and then you've got a nice front to the card, which has got a nice flap like that. But I'm going to take the inside of the card. I've got this one here, and I'm just going to stick it in there back to back. So first of all, decide where you want it. I want it about there. take a little bit of glue, and then I can line that up nicely and just stick that down like so. That'll start to open up like that, and then I'm going to put another bit of glue on the opposite side, and then just close that up. And then your card, when you open it up, you get a nice surprise with that lovely spiraling effect there of the pop-up card, as you can see. So there you can see I've stuck the cover on the front of the card, and when you open it up you get a nice surprise. And obviously you could use some backing papers on the inside, but I just wanted to give you the technique of how to do that.